President Trump just eased restrictions on medical marijuana. This is not a surprise, though. We've known this was coming since 2023 when President Biden started this process. But as of today, according to this order signed by the acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, FDA-approved products containing marijuana and marijuana products regulated by a state medical marijuana license have been reclassified from a Schedule 1 drug down to a Schedule 3 drug. Now, marijuana has been a Schedule 1 drug along with LSD and heroin for years. Like some of the most dangerous drugs, marijuana's been in that category, which the DEA says have no medical use whatsoever and have a high potential for abuse. Schedule 3 drugs include things like ketamine and testosterone, which the DEA says have a moderate to low potential for physical and psychological dependence. Now, importantly, this order from the Justice Department today does not make marijuana generally legal in the eyes of the federal government. And this does not downgrade the classification of recreational marijuana yet. More on that in a second. But until then, there are lots of states where possession of marijuana is still a criminal offense, and changing from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 federally mostly won't change that. In some states, it may reduce or eliminate the criminal penalties, but in other states, it won't. The DOJ says this action today, this rescheduling action, allows for research on the safety and efficacy of this substance, ultimately providing patients with better care and doctors with more reliable information. So really, it's just opening up money, access, and research opportunities for medical marijuana. That means banks may be more willing to do business with business owners in states where marijuana is legal, and it opens up federal tax benefits for those business owners. It also makes it easier to conduct research on the health effects of cannabis consumption and for pharmaceutical companies to bring cannabis-based drugs to market. Now, as I mentioned, President Biden actually already began this process. I reported on it way back in September of 2023 and in May of 2024.
Today, my administration took a major step to reclassify marijuana from a Schedule 1 drug to a Schedule 3 drug.
I reported on it in that video. Biden's Department of Justice began the process of creating this rule that reclassified marijuana, as you heard, from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. Then in December of 2025, I reported President Trump issued an executive order to speed up that process. And now today, Trump's Department of Justice made it happen. But let's talk about recreational marijuana. The other part of today's order is the Department of Justice has begun the process of an expedited administrative hearing process to consider the broader rescheduling of marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, which could include recreational marijuana. The new hearing process will begin in late June of this year, and the goal of that first hearing is to provide a timely and legally compliant way to reevaluate more widespread changes to marijuana's status under federal law. So if you want to read more from the Department of Justice, or if you want to read more about this June hearing, I'm going to email both of those documents out to you tonight, my Facts HQ email, which of course is free. So make sure you sign yourself up.